If we're honest, we were probably second best at the set piece throughout the game, and a lot of pressure, particularly the first 30 in the scrum. I thought we handled that and tried turn it around a little bit towards the end of the first half and into the second half. But no doubt that was a big factor in today's game. It was always going to be with these conditions. There's always going to be a lot of knock-ons and a lot of scrums as a result of that. So the conditions probably suited them better than it did us.
Do you think it's a fair result? Or?
It's probably a fair result. We could have snuck it at the end there. We've got that quality in our side that's able to do that. Very difficult to play much rugby today in the conditions. We probably failed to exit on a couple of occasions, which gave them the opportunity to put pressure on us, and we didn't deal with that particularly well. But as I say, overall, in terms of the spirit that this side is showing, to come up to Welford Road, not particularly play that well, and come close to beating them, maybe shows progress within the team.
Yeah, another losing bonus point at one of the sort of big sides in the table.
Yeah, we've done it with the top three teams now. It's a little bit frustrating because to get that close and not to come away with the result, and ultimately to be in the top four and have your destiny in your own hands, you probably need to do that. But we'll take the bonus point, realise that we probably weren't at our best today for large periods of the game, and yet we were competitive and in the match.
So do you look going into the new year then? Do you look at that and think, if you could get a win in that Saints game, and obviously that is it as crucial as getting a win at one of these sides to put yourself in that top four at the end of the season?
It could be, I think, to take control of it, and then otherwise you're relying on other results as well, as you know. So it could well be, but I'm really delighted with how this team has come together so quickly on the basis of what happened towards the end of last season. And the one thing they've got is true spirit and grit, and that's fundamental to any successful team.
Your Cockerell's more than a little bit frustrated is probably an understatement.
Well, I was frustrated with some of the calls as well. That's the nature of the game. We've got to live with them, we've got to deal with them, adapt, and get our teams going again. That's life.
Given that the scrum has been one of the sort of chief powers of it, how do you sort of react to
it was disappointing, particularly that first half, because it has been a major weapon for us this year. But got to give them credit. We came second best.
Nigel, you said about exiting maybe not enough. You've gone 9-3 ahead. There's a long pass in your 22 to Lagi smashing. They scored their try. Is that sort of it's learning when to do?
Yeah, that was the one, and then the other one was when we went back in the lead from the penalty. We had the ball, we kicked long, they kicked long to us, and we failed to take the kick. Ben fell on the ball and give them a penalty to get back into the lead. Those are basic things that we've got to get right, even though the conditions are poor. As ambitious to be one of the top teams, we have to get some of those basics better than there.
You managed at Kingsholm to get certainly much closer to parity than the scrum than you did here. Why such a big difference?
We'll have to look at it long and hard. I did think we managed to turn it a little bit in the second half in particular. But they'd obviously done a lot of homework on us as well, and they came with a specific plan, and we didn't react to that particularly well today. I don't know, Rupert wasn't available as well, so maybe that was a factor. But that's an area that they got right and we didn't today.